Joel Confer Toyota BMW presents Forecast First from WTAJ.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm meteorologist Matt Riddle, and temperatures throughout the region right now, we are in the 50s. Most locations still hanging on into those lower 60s. That's all thanks to an area of high pressure and low dew points. We'll continue to have a clear sky through the overnight hours, even on into tomorrow. And we'll start to warm up with temperatures getting into the 70s by lunchtime. We'll be in the 80s by dinner.
Live from your news leader, this is WTAJ News at 11.
After more than 2 weeks of searching, a missing fisherman has finally been found. Thanks so much for staying up with us tonight. I'm Maggie Smolka. Now, that fisherman was reported missing when his boat was spotted with the motor running, but no one on it. And breaking into our newsroom tonight, the Cambria County Coroner Jeff Lease telling us the man is being identified as 67-year-old Larry Gontero. He's from Clearfield County. Meanwhile, you're getting a look at an underwater view as crews from the Murraysville Medic 1 dive team searched for him in Glendale Lake at Prince Gallitzin State Park. Now, as you can see in this video, visibility underwater is one of the issues that crews were running into. Ultimately, the coroner tells us his body was found floating in the middle of that lake. We're expected to learn more about this case after an autopsy is done tomorrow. Now, police continue their search for a missing Altoona man. Officers say Merrill Weimer was last seen on the 4th of July. We're told he suffers from a mental health disorder and may be off his medication. He's 67 years old, described as being 5'6" with a thin build. He lives on the 200 block of South 2nd Street in Altoona. If you have any information, you're asked to please contact police. Police say a family was taken to the hospital tonight after a two-car crash in Bedford County. It happened in Saxton on 16th Street and Saxton Road just after 6 o'clock tonight. Officers say that's when two cars collided. A mother, father, and their infant child were all taken to the hospital but are expected to survive. Now, Pennsylvania Crime Stoppers are stepping up after a string of arsons terrorized a mobile home community in Somerset County. Now, police say in the course of 2 months, 8 fires were set in the Cherry Lane Estates neighborhood. That was back in May and June. Now, since this time, investigators have been searching for a suspect but have so far come up empty-handed. Meanwhile, residents are continually being asked to stay vigilant and report any suspicious activity.
I'm going to do anything I can, but we got to catch the people who's doing it before they seriously hurt somebody.
This has got to stop before it gets any worse, before somebody does die.
Now, if you have any information on this crime, you can give the Pennsylvania Crime Stoppers a call at 1-800-4PA-TIPS. All callers remain anonymous and could be eligible for a cash reward. Police break up an indoor marijuana grow operation in Bedford County. On Wednesday, officers say they went to a home on Main Road in Rainsburg Borough and found marijuana plants, items used to grow, and 223 grams of the drug. Now, the suspect is identified as 41-year-old Bradley Bailey. He's now facing several charges.
From WTAJ, your weather authority, here's your weather now.
Well, it was a great day to get outside, and part of that reason, high pressure sitting over our area, and that brought us a clear sky. Satellite radar still showing we do have this clear sky, and we still have low dew points. Light winds under this clear sky right now has allowed our temperatures to fall down into the 50s and lower 60s. Still at 64 right now in State College. We're 62 in Altoona, 60 in Johnstown, but we're 57 in Clearfield, Bedford, and Somerset. And again, dew point temperatures down into the 50s, a couple spots down into the 40s, so it will be another cool night for tonight. We'll have those low temperatures dropping down into the 50s, some of those cooler spots into the 40s. But weather watchers reporting in right now, Amy and Bruce and Howard, clear, calm, and chilly, they were saying, at 64 degrees. And it will be a cool night for tonight. Again, those low temperatures falling down into the 50s and even the upper 40s.
Thanks, Matt. Residents from a small and quiet town are paying their respects for a fallen trooper this weekend. New York State Police Trooper Nicholas Clark died while responding to a domestic violence incident on Monday morning. The suspect, Stephen Kiley, was a principal at one of the local schools. He died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Now, today was Trooper Clark's wake, a show of support from the community as hundreds preserve his legacy.
Escorted by police, Trooper Nicholas Clark received a salute from fellow policemen as he was brought into Alfred University for calling hours. Troopers, friends, family, and members of the public, young and old, all gathered today to pay their respects. It was the beginning of a somber weekend. The scene was very quiet, but the support was overwhelming. Not only were people there to support the family, but they were there to support each other.
Hard as this is for us, it really does help to see the support from the community and the businesses and everybody out there to show that, we're not out here alone. The community is behind us, and we really appreciate that. And I want to thank everyone that has supported us and stepped up for us and Nick and his family in this time.
From the size of the crowd today, it was very clear that Trooper Clark will be greatly missed.
Now, the funeral will be held tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. The event is anticipated to be heavily attended not only by the community, but by state troopers from 15 different states. Well, a family gathering in Northeast Philadelphia ends tragically with one person dead. Police say 3 people, all related, were simply hanging outside this Frankfort Avenue home with a pool set up on the front lawn. Then suddenly a SEPTA bus doesn't stop at the red light, barrels through, hops the curb, and crosses through the front lawn, only stopping when it hits the brick exterior of the home. Officers say 2 of the people who were in a pool managed to jump out and miss being in the direct path of that bus, but a 52-year-old man wasn't able to get out of the pool fast enough. Police are still investigating how this all happened. A Pennsylvania canine officer is recovering after a fall from the 3rd story of a parking lot. Now, this is Luca. He was working the Gay Pride event in Lancaster when he fell from the garage. The sheriff's office couldn't get into what exactly happened before the fall, but say he fell at least 30 feet. Luckily, Luca survived and only suffered some minor injuries.
I thank the good Lord. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse, and we've seen canines with less of a height fall not survive. So we count our lucky stars.
Now, officers aren't exactly sure what's next for Luca. He's going to need to undergo some tests before he's able to go back to work. And locally, we have some good news for a Bedford County puppy. We first told you about Gator on Tuesday. He suffered a broken hip when another family dog fell on him. His owner can't afford to pay for surgery, but now an area rescue group is lending a hand. One dog at a time is taking donations for Gator's procedure. He's going to undergo surgery on Monday at Evansburg Animal Hospital. And you can contribute to the $700 cost by going to our website, wearecentralpa.com. Well, this summer we've seen alligators in Clearfield County, and now this. Well, check it out, a bear. It's been spotted swimming around Racetown Lake in Huntington County. This video was sent to us by one of our viewers, Roy Funk Jr. You can see that bear's head bobbling out of the water there. He eventually makes it to shore and gets out. So if you're visiting Racetown Lake, you're going to want to make sure that you're careful and just pay some extra attention to your surroundings. Well, Independence Day continued into this weekend in Blair County. Blue Knob All Seasons Resort hosted their first Thunder of the Knob event. Now, there was no admission fee to enjoy a barbecue, kids game, live music, and much more. The event concluded with a fireworks display unlike any other.
You don't have a view like that anywhere else in Pennsylvania, and probably there's just very few views like that. I mean, this is going to be a pretty unique fireworks display with the background and just the altitude. It's one of the highest points in the state, and to shoot fireworks off from here is going to be pretty neat.
That's Fireworks Show. You can see it right there. It took place tonight at 9:30. Looks beautiful there. Well, after the break, it's a race against time to free a youth soccer team and their coach from a flooded cave. And after 15 days of being trapped, rain may make rescue efforts that much harder. Plus, fierce flames tearing through these California homes. What crews are doing to make sure dozens of wildfires are under control.
Live from your news leader, Maggie Smolka, and weather with meteorologist Matt Riddle. WTAJ News at 6 continues.
Rescuers in Thailand have ordered the area surrounding a flooded cave to be evacuated as they prepare to launch a rescue operation to save a youth soccer team and their coach. The group has been trapped in the cave for more than a week, and now the rain is moving in. Kenneth Craig has the latest.
Messages of love, hope, and optimism. The 12 boys and their coach, stranded deep inside a cave, exchanged notes with the outside on Friday.
I felt better as my son said that he was fine and strong. I felt relieved after I had been worried about my son, that he would be exhausted, he would be tired. I felt better.
Low oxygen levels have authorities working against the clock. Crews are pumping oxygen into the cave as rescuers formulate a plan to extract the boys and their soccer coach. Authorities say they're waiting for a safe window of opportunity to bring them out.
I was worried about him, as there are obstacles to extract him out. Everyone knows that it is difficult to stay inside the cave, but the officials are trying to help him. I hope he is still healthy and would come out soon. I want to send my support to him. I don't have a chance to talk with him.
Diving experts from around the globe converged in Chiang Rai to aid in the rescue effort. According to a U.S. official familiar with the operation, rescuers are considering a buddy dive, sending an experienced diver to individually swim each boy out of the cave. But with more rain expected in coming days, authorities are racing time and the weather to find an escape route.
I know they work so hard and do their best trying to take the children and coach out.
I'm Kim Hutcherson reporting.
Firefighters are battling more than 60 large wildfires in the West. And this actually is a video right here of the running of the bulls. That is a tradition in Spain, and officials say there that 5 people were injured in that dangerous tradition.
And you'll need those sunglasses close by. I'll let you know how long you'll need them coming up with your Weather Authority forecast.
Should I send out an email?
Now, your Weather Authority forecast with meteorologist Matt Riddle.
Well, today was a great day to get outside. Low humidity, plenty of sunshine. And as we look at the almanac, it was actually a below average day. High temperature of 76, 5 degrees below our average high temperature of 81. We started off on the cool side, low temperature of 54. And as we take a look at our calendar for July, if we take a look from Monday, we're almost 20 degrees cooler. And today was the first below normal day for the month of July. And it's a cool evening right now. We do have these temperatures throughout the area in the upper 50s in Punxsutawney, Clearfield, Somerset, and Bedford. Everywhere else, temperatures right now are into the lower 60s. And part of the reason it's a cool night, well, we have clear sky, light winds, and that does allow us to radiate heat fairly quick. And when we have dew point temperatures down into the 50s, even the 40s, our low temperatures will be, again, getting quite cool for tonight. Satellite and radar, high pressure over the area showing we do have this clear sky right now, and this clear sky extending throughout the entire northeast and even back through the Midwest. And this area of high pressure continuing to stay with us through the rest of the weekend and the start of the work week. So for tonight, we'll be clear. We will be cool. Low temperatures falling down into the lower 50s. A few of those cooler spots, though, will be touching the upper 40s. So high pressure just off to our east tomorrow, bringing us plenty of sunshine. We'll start to get a southerly flow. That'll bring in a little warmer, a little bit more humid air for our Sunday. But when this area of high pressure scoots just off to our south, that will bring us a southwesterly wind flow heading into Monday, and that will bring us a little warmer and a little bit more humid air as we head in, and it'll become a little bit more humid heading into Tuesday. But your Weather Authority forecast for tomorrow, another sunny, pleasant day. High temperatures for most of us getting into the lower 80s. A few spots, though, still into the upper 70s, but overall not too bad of a day. Again, a little warmer yet on Monday. High temperatures middle to upper 80s with plenty of sunshine. Partly sunny on Tuesday. Slight chance for a stray shower or thunderstorm as a dying cold front passes over the area. High temperatures into the 80s. A little cooler and less humid on Wednesday. A mix of clouds and sunshine. Those high temperatures getting into the lower 80s, a few spots touching the middle 80s, and then high pressure will be making its way back into the area Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, bringing us a mix of clouds and sunshine. Does become warmer and more humid by the weekend. We'll have those high temperatures getting into the 80s, and we'll have sports after the break.
WTAJ Sports with Jack Washer.
I was, again, looking forward to being the guy to give the bullpen a rest and go even deeper and you know, end the streak.
Baseball managers, where would we be in life without them? Well, the Pirates lost 17-5 on Friday to the Phillies. They used 6 pitchers, so probably going to want your starter on Saturday going deep into the game. Buccos and Phillies playing Game 2 of their Turnpike Tussle series over in the Steel City. Felt like deja vu when the game started as Colin Moran stepped to the plate and opened the scoring with an RBI single to left. Pirates go up 1-0. This didn't feel like deja vu, though. Jamison Tyone, the guy who, even though he struggled of late, would be the guy you want on the mound to eat up innings, and early on, Tyone was dealing. Just allowed 2 hits through the first 6 innings, striking out 6 Phillies batters, and allowed no runner to reach second base. Move ahead now to the top of the 7th. The Phillies would tie it up with a single right here, and Tyone would then be pulled after this pitch. 77 pitches. Like I said, the bullpen was taxed on Friday. So in comes Edgar Santana. First pitch, Jorge Alfaro finds a gap. Scott Kingery scores on the double. Pirates lose their 5th straight, 3-2. Tyone after the game, well, not too happy. He never really voices his opinion, but wasn't too happy with the early hook.
It's pretty unfortunate. That's the human element of it. Pitching, looking over your shoulder, feeling, it's 68 pitches without a guy touching second base and someone's warming up. That's tough. So, I don't know, I haven't been pitching the greatest, so I understand maybe the trust isn't there, but I was, again, looking forward to being the guy to give the bullpen a rest and go even deeper and end the streak.
Pirates and Phillies wrap up their series tomorrow at 1:35. Well, great night for baseball in Curve, PA, as our Jordan Tracy and Loco would say as they fly around the infield. Bottom of the 2nd, tied at 1 when Stephen Alimaze hits one back through the middle. That scored Logan Hill to make it 2-1 Curve. Thunder would tie it up in the following half inning as Ryan Lidge touches them all with this blast all the way back to the back of the bleachers. That's a big solo shot, but it only counts as 1 run. But the Curve would have an answer. Same score, bottom 5. Will Craig bounces one to second. The Thunder get the out at first, but Craig beats the relay, allowing Cole Tucker to score. Same inning, Jordan George at the plate, and he rips a single to center. Curve go up 4-2 and would go on to win by a final score of 6-4. The Spikes enjoyed a nice comeback tonight, taking down the Batavia Muck Dogs 7-4 up in New York. The Spikes rallied with 4 runs in the 7th. Brady Whalen and Justin Turner both hit home runs. The Spikes and Muck Dogs will battle it out tomorrow in the rubber game. First pitch scheduled for 1:05. Well, former Penn State guard Tony Carr lives and breathes basketball. A deep run to the NIT championship, followed by intense prep for the NBA draft. And if you think he gets a break, well, think again. Carr continuing summer league play for the Pelicans, the only draft pick for the Pelicans this year, so he gets a starting call for the 2nd consecutive game, and early on showing his touch as he gets the nice friendly roll right here. Move ahead now, 2nd quarter, Carr slashing for 2 more, finishing with the left hand. That's nice. 2nd half now, and here's something Penn State fans remember all too well. Carr in the pick and roll gets into the lane and finishes with the left hand plus the foul. He finished with 9 points on 4 of 9 shooting to go along with 3 boards and 4 assists. Pelicans win easily, 110-84. Moving to the World's Game, World Cup quarterfinals from Russia, England, and Sweden duking it out, and it's the 3 Lions striking first. Harry Maguire heading it home, adding his name to the list of famous British Harrys with teammate Harry Kane, Harry Styles, Prince Harry, and of course, Harry Potter. England would strike again in the 58th minute. It's Dele Alli springing free, heading it home. England takes it 2-0, advancing to their first semifinal appearance since 1990. In the other quarterfinal, it was Croatia taking on the hosts from Russia. 31st minute, the Russians strike first. It's Denis Cheryshev with an absolute cracker of a goal, and the home nation goes ahead in front. This game will go to extra time, 101st minute off the corner. It's Damajgo Vida, the last one to touch it, and the shirt comes off. It's 2-1 Croatia, but Russia would respond. Mario Fernandez off the set piece. Gonna head it home, and that's Bedlam in Sochi. So to PKs we go. Luka Modric up for Croatia, and initially he is going to be stopped by the post, but it goes in on the other side. And then Ivan Rakitic with the game on the line, his second consecutive game winner as Croatia heads to the semifinals. So back to that, the Harrys. You break them: Harry Styles, Prince Harry, Harry Potter. Where would you go? Come on.
Wait. What?
Harry Styles, Harry Potter,
right?
Prince Harry. Who do you rank? Who's number one?
Who's number one?
Yeah, right now on the spot. It's Harry Potter.
Prince Harry.
No, it's Harry Potter. You were wrong. You're 100% wrong. Never be wrong on that again. We'll be right back.
WTAJ News continues.
Well, a police pursuit in California ends in an unusual way. The LAPD kept themselves at a distance because of concerns there might have been children inside this SUV right here. They finally tossed out 2 sets of spike strips at the same time, blowing out both rear tires to stop that suspect. A few minutes later, the suspect finally gave up, but not before doing a few push-ups before officers put the cuffs on him. I'm really not sure the philosophy behind that.
I mean, would you arrest a guy if he got out and started doing push-ups? Like, whoa, maybe this guy
maybe he's
means
really
business.
strong.
Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe do I go near? I'd be intimidated.
Probably hot on the ground too.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much for staying up with us tonight. Have a great night.